on are tips for Centurion. Centurion is easy to pick up, hard to put down. And I got the easy to pick up part, but I've been quite the loophole when it comes to, well, things that I can do. Anyway, here's a few tips that I picked up while I was well, on the beginner stage of Centurion. Anyway, I've noticed there's a ton of stuff you can do when it comes to opening up. You can either throw in like a regular combo, probably spam a light attack. I know it's a cheap strategy, but hey, it works. There's two main chains that I really like to use: the Lion's Fang and Lion's Bite. The Fangs are just to throw off the opponent with the quick light attacks before landing that unblockable heavy, and the Lion's Bite is mostly for random people that don't really know how to block all that well, or parry, I should say. Because then, even the first one is blocked, I can get that unblockable in there and, yeah, take him out. And almost usually after the unblockable, follow up with that fully charged guard break. Knocking them on the floor, and you can use your good old Lion's Pounce. Anyway, other than that, you can also open up with Eagle's Fury while not in guard mode or in guard mode, which is really up to you on those two. But I usually get the heavy, follow up with the jab, get a Lion's Bite, jab, and then pounce. But then there's also the Legion Kick, which I can open up with, which is pretty good in terms of, well, against a little bit higher skill level players. But the thing is, players can actually dodge it. It's not a crazy lock-on missile. Even though when you go backwards, you might not get far away enough, but still, if you go sideways, like if you use the double dodge on Shinobi, or just go crazy with Berserker, you'll be able to dodge it. So yeah, that'll be pretty good. So yeah, you gotta pay attention to that when it comes to fighting against some of the little bit more mobile heroes when you're trying to open up with the Legion Kick. Also, the Legion Kick is pretty good to mix things up when your opponent kind of figured out your strategy of using the Lion's Bite. And other than that, I also recommend do not let the pressure die out on the enemy unless you've already done the pounce and the guy automatically walks away, taunting them. Like, the only way I usually back up is either when stuff gets bad on my side, or well, I do the Lion's Pounce, and because that happens kind of automatically. Other than that, when it comes to the mirror matchup, I'd say go for the parries, because you have one huge thing to go for, which is kind of the third way to open up, even though it's not really a way to open up, is the Parry Counter. You parry somebody and immediately hit the guard break, and, well, you'll guard break them, and you can throw them off a ledge, you can throw them into some spikes, fire anybody, and, yeah, or you can just throw them and, well, follow it up with a kick and the, same old song and dance. Other than that, I found a few other heroes that are quite the counter. Usually most of the mobile heroes, most of them. And one thing I noticed, the Conqueror can be a pain to deal with. Can be. Like, you can bypass that shield immediately if you're good enough. But sometimes it can be a problem. So try to probably open up with a kick when coming into a 1v1 situation with the Conqueror, because his shield can absolutely demolish any regular light attack or heavy attack combo that is coming his way. So you can just go ahead and, well, smash him. Anyway, see you guys later. Hit the light. Hit.